10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
So my running journey kind of started from very early days, like as a young fella running around New Zealand. Running was always to get fit for soccer and to be able to perform better on the soccer field. Part of me just got sick of kind of losing games despite me maybe kind of still playing okay or having a reasonable game. I really like being able to take ownership of what I'm doing and being, you know, kind of in control of what I'm doing, and not necessarily having to be in control of the outcome, but sort of having the responsibility kind of fall on my shoulders as far as a good performance. I mean, the most sort of special memory would be 2019 UTMB and crossing the finish line with Sienna, my daughter. I'd had a lot of other podiums at other international races, but like UTMB's it's the kind of the holy grail. It's the Tour de France of trail running. So it's like if you want to kind of see where you stack up against the best in the world, you go to UTMB. To be able to share that with my daughter was definitely a highlight. I still see photos now and see footage now, and it's just like, it just sort of feels like yesterday. What draws me back to UTMB like year after year is that competition and that fire burning inside me to want to be better than previous years and to want to sort of build on previous performances and to see, you know, where I stack up against the best in the world. You know, the last weekend in August, you know, Friday, 5:30 p.m. in Chamonix, you know where you need to be, sort of thing. Performing's definitely a massive part of why I'm doing it, and regardless of whether I'm a professional or not, or regardless of whether I'm doing a race or not, I'm still going to be in the mountains kind of doing what I'm doing. Training for me probably in the last few years has sort of evolved a bit in the sense of it's definitely more structured than what it used to be, and I think I probably did sort of rely on a bit of, you know, natural talent. You know, lace up your shoes, you know, eat some gels, you know, go out and run, and that would kind of be good enough.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now the sport has gone to another level, and so it's kind of like if you want to kind of go with that, you need to train differently, you need to train harder, you need to look at different things that you can tweak and change in your training, because if you're not going to do it, there's a whole list of other guys that are going to do it. For me, I started with a new coach at the beginning of 2019, and yeah, since then I had easily the best results that I've had as an athlete. Nowadays, with the races being so competitive, it's kind of like you have to cross the finish line before you can, you know, take the foot off the accelerator. There's definitely those later stages of the race where you sort of feel things are really sort of clicking and flowing, and they're the moments that we're sort of seeking, I guess, as athletes, is those moments where you're just running, flowing along trails and just feeling good, and legs are tired, everything's hurting, but you're still moving well, and they're the kind of those real sort of key moments that you kind of, you know, I guess thinking about and dreaming about in training, and just hoping that you can kind of do enough to feel like that, you know, later on in the race. I'm a trail runner because I love the mountains. Whether there's races or not, I'm going to be in the mountains regardless. I think just being me and who I am, and just a normal kind of guy from New Zealand, like I want to see how good can I be, like how hard can I push my body, how hard can I push myself. The whole sport getting more competitive, getting more professional, I just love it. The fire's just still there, and I've always said to people, friends and family and stuff, like when that fire kind of starts to fizzle out, it'll be like, okay, but you know, it's done. There's some really, really fast dudes running, and this kind of course is going to suit them a hell of a lot more than me, but part of my brain just like, nah, Scotty, like give it a nudge, see what happens, you know, like see if you can match it with these fast guys. Running for me is just freedom. Put on your shoes, pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and off you go, you know, like it. And for me now, I think it's probably been a little bit of a shift as my career has kind of gone on as well. Like, I feel like now I get so much sort of enjoyment and fulfillment out of just being a runner. I just love running for running, and it doesn't matter whether there's road sections or fire trail sections or technical trails or, you know, grade whatever scrambling in certain mountain runs. It's just like, as long as it's kind of running and moving and being in the trails and being in the mountains and in the outdoors, then yeah, I'm just exactly where I need to be.
Hey, Papa!
About 6 minutes, but it was hurting. Love you, princess. You having a good day?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're having you here?
Hurry up! What just tuning? What just tuning?
Scotty, come on! Quick, 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 quick!
Go, Scotty.
Grab yourself and go. Good, Scotty.
Thank you, Princess.
Need that.
Water. Thanks. Love you.
So I guess you want to be a good role model for your kids, and so for me it was about that, and you know, hopefully for Sienna to see me, you know, kind of getting up early and getting the job done training, or you know, when it's snowing outside, you know, I still, you know, lace up the shoes and get out there and go and get the job done. It definitely gives me kind of like a real purpose, and like, you know, it's not kind of just doing it for me, it's trying to, you know, be a good role model for her and sort of to show her that, yeah, there's going to be adversity, there's going to be bad conditions, there's going to be, you know, stuff that life throws at you, but you can still just, you know, just dig your heels in and, you know, get it done. There's been so many times throughout my career, and the amount of times where, yeah, I felt pretty close to like kind of throwing it all in the sense of just like, man, this isn't why I want to do it, you know, I'm not enjoying this, and then to sort of, yeah, not throw the towel in and not give up, and then have these moments that have happened kind of since those, and it all just is part of the story and makes those moments even more special when things do go right and you do get those kind of, you know, good moments. So it's yeah, grabbing it by the teeth and just, you know, just giving it all you got, sort of things. It's still the same, you know, like I still have the same thoughts and feelings when I'm out doing training runs. I'm just sort of like, I'm doing it for my own kind of reasons, but then also for me to, part of me wants to perform well and to do well, to, yeah, to kind of make Sienna proud and to sort of, for her to be able to say, oh, you know, Papa's doing some crazy cool things.
Here he is, folks. Scotty Walker, all the way from New Zealand, takes out second place in the series of the Channel Ceremony in Sydney. Well done, Scotty. He's a familiar number around these parts, but he is just saying second in the 100 kilometres.
Scotty Walker's support crew, and his daughter's here with him. I just heard him telling you that it was the fastest ever. He said it was so fast.